Hey there, traders and investors. It's Rod with Powell Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth. It is Thursday, March 25th, and we're going to do a daily market recap, look at some news and events. We'll look at the crypto and the broader market, and we'll look at some individual tickers as well. But before we do, make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. So we saw some economic data today, some positive data. U.S. jobless claims fell to the lowest in a year as economic rebound continues and gains momentum. We saw that it came in at 684,000 versus the 730 expected, and the last reporting period was 781,000. So big beat there on both of those. And GDP came in at 4.3% versus the expected 4.1. So that is a beat there as well, and some positive. We had the market bounce as well. So we also had Facebook, Twitter, and Google CEOs being grilled by Congress. I tuned into this briefly, but there wasn't really much to report. Basically, they were just discussing, whether or not social media and the algorithms are, if they're more liberal or if they're more conservative based, if they're factoring in discrimination and all that, racism and all that stuff. And basically, they're just being grilled about their policies, what they're going to do. The CEOs say that they don't think that they should be responsible for, the truth, conveying the truth, and they don't think that the government should be either, and that they should leave it up to a certain type of protocol. So not really much to report there, but we'll continue to monitor the progress on, the scrutiny on big tech, as that seems to be the focus point right now. And Canadian housing market faces moderate vulnerability, says Canadian Mortgage Housing Corporation. Found that interesting. So crypto is bouncing. We're back in 15-minute uptrends, and XRP is back over 51 cents and seeing a lot of bullish activity there. But for the most part, pretty much everything bouncing. Bitcoin still in a daily downtrend. We had a daily lower high and another lower low. So we had a follow-through drop today, and we're seeing more weakness, and we could be heading down to the $46,000 range, which is our previous daily high or low support. We're now in a daily downtrend. We're in a daily downtrend on the S&P 500, the tech sector. On a lot of names, we're seeing daily downtrends across the board. So we need to change the 4-hour trend on Bitcoin to be confident that the daily high or low, or that the daily lows are set and temporary bottoms are in. So we are bouncing here on the 4-hour. The 15-minute uptrend is confirmed, so it looks like our 4-hour lows are in, and it looks like the 4-hour bounce is underway with the high of the previous candle breaking. So we do have a mini level of resistance here at 53,238, and then a lack of resistance up until 57,209. So taking a look at SPY, SPY's also in a daily downtrend. So you can see here we had a lower high into a lower low, and further daily consolidation today. We knew to be watching out for more downside as we had a lack of support down to 371.88. The tech sector finished the day red. And like I said, daily downtrend, daily down. That's a common theme across a lot of names at the moment, is we're seeing a ton of daily downtrends. And that's not what we want to see as bulls. The dollar also breaking out on the daily into higher highs. And we've got a higher low every candle for the last 6 days in a row. We do have some resistance coming up at 93.20 and then 94.30. So a lack of resistance up until those levels. But we will anticipate a top out here at some point. As long as we maintain the 4-hour uptrend, we are good to go. So bulls are in full control. We haven't really established any 4-hour high or low either. So bulls got a ton of room here to form a 4-hour high or low. But I think the dollar has surprised a lot of people. And I told people that you need to start watching out. We changed the weekly trend and confirmed an uptrend on the weekly for the first time since a year ago, since that massive stock market sell-off. And we're back in a weekly uptrend. We could see these EMAs cross bull, and we're back over the EMAs as well. So weekly uptrend back over the EMAs. We could see a bull cross. It doesn't look like the move is over yet. And on the monthly time frame, we haven't even got to the monthly EMAs. So EMA 12 sitting at 93.23. I can see 93.20 being a possible temporary top. And then EMA 26 at 94.56. We also had resistance at 94.30 on the daily. So I could see those two being very, very strong resistances especially since we haven't formed any daily support here since all the way down at 91.30. I would be cautious on the dollar as it looks like it is looking to pull back. So IWM up over 2% today, but we didn't break the high of yesterday, and we're just looking for a higher low compared to 207.21, and that support held today. So that'll be the most important support. Again, QQQ, daily downtrend, still didn't break the high of yesterday, so we'll see if we can break the high of the day tomorrow. That is going to be key. On the hourly, you can see here we had the trend change as well. So we have the low, high, higher low, and higher high, very similar to SPY. With the low, high, higher low, higher high, hourly uptrends confirmed, so that means that the daily bottom is likely set at this point. SMH, daily downtrends. So again, a lot of names in daily downtrends. If we change the hourly trend here, we attempted, but we pulled back within that range. So could be a potential fake out here. But again, we want to see more. The more names that confirm hourly uptrends, the more confident we are that the daily bottoms are set and that we can be bouncing and looking up at recent highs. TAN, the solar sector ETF, changed its hourly trend with the low, high, higher low into a higher high, needs follow through. So burden of proof right now is on the bulls. Oil down almost 4, it was over 4% at one point today. We had that daily bear flag that was confirming, but we didn't see much follow through. And we have a daily inside bar on watch. We have a possible EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. And it doesn't look like the pain is quite yet over on US oil. Metals had a decent bounce today after significant weakness. Silver was very, very weak at one point. We hit a low of 24.41, and we lost the daily uptrend straight into a lower low. And definitely a red flag on silver, but nice dip buy there. Gold holding up better. So we've been saying that for a while now on this channel, that gold has been stronger than silver. And that's very evident as we're still in a daily uptrend. We are rejecting at EMA 26. So that has been a clear level of rejection since all the way back here at 1959. So we are in a daily uptrend, but the next battle that we need to win is with EMA 26, and that's sitting at 1747. If we can get over 1747, bulls would be back in control. But daily consolidation still underway. We got the daily bounce underway today, but ultimately rejected that at the EMA 26. So that is very, very clear resistance. XBI was weak for the last couple of days, but decent bounce today. Off the low of the day, we were looking at a 5% bounce. So we held 128.44 support. We got to 128.68. So congrats to those who played off of that support today. XLE didn't break the high of yesterday, tempting a daily higher low. And not surprising. It's kind of strange that the US oil was down so much today and the energy sector was actually ended up finishing green. So a little bit of divergence there. So XLF up 1.68% on the day. Did we break the high of yesterday? 33.80. Yes, we did by 9 pennies. And I assume that the hourly trend changes occurred as well. So 33, no, it hasn't. This move's all coming off the low at 33. So we need to form a higher low compared to 33 and then a higher high and change that hourly trend to be confident. It's great that we're breaking the high of yesterday and seeing that daily bounce, but we need to confirm an hourly uptrend to be 100% confident. XLV, healthcare sector, so daily consolidation today as well, but bouncing with the rest of the market. Just looking for a daily higher low compared to 109.93. And if we can break resistance up at 115.75, then that would confirm a daily uptrend. So all names, we're going to be watching hourly uptrends and most individual names as well. GME was up over 52% today. AMC over 21%. DDD over 9%. So congrats to the bulls there. On the bear list, we had NEXE, which I added to that position today. I was planning on adding in 3 orders. I added at weekly support around 268, and then I added today around 220, and then I will add one more order under $2, but that's a long-term hold for me. VEGA, SHOP, and DFLY leading the decline. So We had a huge bounce today on NEO. A lot of people in our group were watching it this morning, and we were watching for an hourly oversold bounce. The RSI was getting crushed in the teens. We had support. I'll just bring on extended hours here as well. So we had support. It's taking a second to load. So we had support at 34.23 and the low of pre-market 34.58. And then into the pre-market, we changed the 5-minute trend here with a low high and a higher low into a higher high. So what I did was, as soon as the market opened, I set a buy order, a fairly large position for about 800 shares, and I just bought the open. I seen that 5-minute trend change, and as soon as the bell rang, we saw some follow through. I think I filled around 34. Can't remember off the top of my head here now, but I think it was like 34.90 or 34.80s, and I ended up selling in the 35.60s. So I made almost about $1 there, and again, it was a very, very large position. But I know a lot of people in our group saw about between 5 and 7%. But from that low pre-market, we saw a bounce of 13%. So huge bounce there, and hourly oversold bounce follow through. So congrats to the bulls on NEO. And taking a look at Tesla, closed the day up 1.61%. Nice hourly bounce there as well. But daily consolidation, downtrends. Tesla's still in a daily downtrend. And NEO as well. And we didn't break the high of yesterday, so we'll want to break the high of the day tomorrow and see hourly trend changes across the board. So in summary, we'll be watching all the hourly time frames out there, looking for more names to set hourly higher lows and higher highs, confirm hourly uptrends. So XLV, the healthcare sector here, straight off the low, lack of support all the way here down to 113.35. So we'll look for, this could be a potential top here. We had resistance at 115.25. So we could be topping out here for an hourly lower high. That's all we would have been expecting anyway. And then we'll come down, look for an hourly higher low somewhere around here, say 114s, 113s, and then ultimately hold support at 113.35, and then break above resistance, confirm an hourly uptrend, and we'll have our daily bottom set at that point. And again, the high of the day today, tomorrow on most names going to be very important as well. So let me know in the comments below if you think we're going to see further weakness in the S&P 500 tomorrow. This definitely feels different to me, and I think that we could see a lot more downside. And again, this isn't to instill fear, and this isn't a buy or sell recommendation. This is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, but I am definitely feeling a little different this time on this consolidation. But nothing, bears prove absolutely nothing as long as the S&P 500 remains in a weekly uptrend. So thanks for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for a daily market recap, and we'll see you a little bit later on for an MJ sector review. Take care, everybody.